Morning. It is Friday. I like Fridays.
Why do you like Fridays?
Because it's still like the end of the week. It feels like there's closure going into another chapter. Saturday, typically we have a relaxing day at some level. Dinners, food, and family. Maybe a mid-morning coffee. All those kind of things. But it is a very special day today. Do you know why?
Well, I know that it's your mommy's birthday.
The butter tart queen of Ontario is celebrating her birthday today. Woo, Nana. And then Paul celebrates his birthday. And then coming up really soon.
22nd.
And then there's Father's Day. And then they just had their wedding anniversary. That's how people should celebrate. All in one chunk. Not this spread out birthday. It's all like boom.
No.
That's a good way of doing it.
No. No. People should find something to celebrate every single month. That's how that should
like
go.
a coffee or something, but not dragging other people into their celebration.
Wow.
No, I think I have a bit of a bad attitude.
Oh, yeah.
And I will probably be judged on by you and by the general public. But yeah, no, when you have family, there's so many celebrations, and then they have kids, and then the celebration after celebration. There should be. We should be able to come together.
Literally just on camera just said, Vicky, I really only want to see your family once a year.
No, everybody should be celebrated on a day.
Once a year.
I guess that's Christmas.
So from now on, you can just stay home. It's fine.
No,
you don't need to come.
No, I just mean as a general sense.
Don't come.
No, I don't need it.
You're not invited.
I don't like your solution.
You're not invited.
I don't like. Yeah, I'm not accepting your solution. I will not accept your solution. Wouldn't it be great though if we had a mid-year party?
I'm just gonna celebrate
for everybody
once a year from now on. Once a year. That's it.
I feel that you're gonna
get Christmas.
No, I literally think that you celebrate me all the time. So I don't
Not anymore.
I don't feel offended by that. But I feel like imagine we got everybody together for a street party or I don't know. We should all go camping one weekend. And if we brought everybody in our families and we went camping or a cottage thing, and then every couple hours we had presents, we had gifts for everybody. Man, that would be fun. And it would just be one weekend.
I'm struggling with the fact that this is what you thought you would start off by talking about.
No, I was talking about Nana's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Nana. Did you get her a birthday present? It's not even about presents, is it?
No, they don't want anything. They're getting rid of stuff.
We should get her a butter tart. You know what we should have done?
Why would you get her a butter tart? Why would you buy
Queen
a
of
person
Ontario's
who makes
butter tart.
Literally the best butter tarts you've ever
tried?
Right.
Moving on. I'm just trying
crappy
to
store-bought butter tart.
I wasn't trying to provoke anybody's hard feelings. I apologize. We will celebrate everybody on an individual basis. And we'll do our best. Forget the rest. All right. Happy birthday, Nana. We celebrate you in our hearts. We will not buy you a present. We should buy her a present.
You know what she's doing for her birthday?
What?
She's taking us to a football game.
Red Black season opener. Woo! Go Red Blacks. Thank you, Nana, for taking us to a football game. All right. Here we go. Turning a corner. Thank you for joining us. Jen, thank you. I think what's Jen's opinion? Once a year, or everybody gets celebrated all the time? I don't know. I think some people are with me, and I think some people are with you. I'm not saying I have the solution.
My family has basically one meal together a month, usually not even every month, usually every 2 months. And I feel like you're complaining about that.
No. Oh, you're taking it personally.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I feel like that's what you're complaining about.
I'm just talking about birthday celebrations.
About?
No. Oh, wow. All right, here we go. I have a family too. All right, here we go. June the 17th. Holding on to our hats.
How old is your mom today? Do you know?
Past 80.
81.
81. Past 80. 80 doesn't even seem that old anymore.
It doesn't. I know.
All right. By the time we reach our study of step 3, we begin to get a sensation of gently, gradually being led to truths we never realized or put to use.
What is step 3?
Step 3 is made a decision to turn my will and my life to God.
Okay.
So the truth that we're talking about is that there is a God. I think that I have a disease and I am beyond human aid. That these are the truths. I am beyond human aid, and that there is a power greater than myself. That there is a God, that I don't have to play God, and we come into step 3 with these truths.
Okay.
This step is a challenge to each of us personally. It suggests a decision to let go and let God take a hand in our affairs, all of our affairs, not the ones we choose, which he can do only if we surrender our self-will and turn our lives over to his care. Step 3 is a distillation.
You had it.
Help me.
Distillation
Of the central thought of philosophers through the centuries. Wouldn't it be wise to accept their wisdom as greater than my own? Today's reminder, the words, make a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood him, could make life so easy for me if only I could subordinate my will to his. This is a stumbling block for so many of us. We feel obligated to apply the force of our will to our problems. No solutions can be found this way. Quote of the day by we should look up Ralph Waldo. He's got a lot of quotes in here.
He does.
He has an influence.
He's a great writer.
Is he? Like
great thinker, great writer.
Okay. There is guidance for each of us by lowly listening. We shall hear the right word. Certainly, there is a right for you that needs no choice on your part. Place yourself in the middle of the stream of power and wisdom which flows into your life. Then, without effort, you are propelled to truth and to perfect contentment. Nice. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the truths. And then I heard a man say that we made a decision, and I decided, like, there was three frogs on a lily pad, and one of them made a decision, and he turned orange. I'm like, I thought none of them jumped off. Like, it was a whole different, like, he went left. Like, I've always heard it, like, one made a decision, how many jumped off? None. One made a decision and he turned orange because he didn't have the power to turn himself orange, and he made a decision for God to turn him orange. And I was like, oh, never thought of it like that. So then he's like, I'm an orange frog. Like, I am a different frog than I was before, and it's only by making a decision and meeting the requirements of that. So I can go into step 3 with these truths that I am beyond human aid. I cannot make myself orange, and I am a mess inside, and I've come to understand that there is a God, a power greater than myself, and I want to make a decision to become orange. And so now I have to meet those requirements. And so in our step 3 prayer, to turn my will and my life over to the care of God, like, love is consensual. So I can say something. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. I have to meet the requirements of bringing the blocks to God to the surface through the inventory process. So there is, at step 3, there's no prayer. There's no amen after the prayer, because we're going into the requirements of that prayer. And so then I bring all of the resentment, the fear, the guilt, the shame, all of this stuff to the light. And then God can dispose of it how he will. And then that is going into step 7, where I turn it into an orange frog. So it stuck out to me. I remember.
Good. I've never heard that way before.
Yeah, it popped into my mind. I just remember it was a late meeting at like 11 o'clock at night, and the guy's like, "Now I'm an orange frog," and I'm like, I had to unpack it in my head. I'm like, oh, cool. um, anything else? Distillation, distillation.
Distillation. It means that a lot of great thought of philosophies like were considered and brought into step 3. So like the kind of the best of the best was brought into this program.
But isn't
It's not like
distillation like when I used my CPAC machine that tried to kill me on several occasions for that 6 months?
Yeah.
I had to use distilled water, and it was all the impurities were out of the water.
So all these great thinkers have these philosophies, and the impurities were taken out. We kept what was most pure, and so the simple, pure thought is that we can make a decision.
Oh wow. Amen. Have you made that decision? Do you need help meeting the requirements of that decision?
Like without all the extra fluff of it. That's the whole thing. And so many of us come into this like with all these preconceived notions of religions and all that stuff. Can we get rid of all that stuff? Just forget all that stuff. And just this simple, pure thought. Is there a power greater than me?
Yeah. And then making a decision to turn my will and my life over to his care. Caring God, and then meeting the requirements of that. So if you are on that journey, if you're making the decision right now, we would love to help you through LifeLab, because LifeLab at session 13, 14, 15 starts to help you meet those requirements and takes all of this stuff in your heart and it actually unblocks you. It's like, have you ever got a ear irrigation?
No.
I have, and I have a small ear canal. one of my defects.
Sounds terrible.
And I've had it on numerous occasions, and out comes like literally earwax soup.
It's gross.
That sounds like what happened in my heart. It's like I was irrigated.
What a great.
And I get to turn into an orange frog.
Gross.
If that's the goal,
that's
orange
really
frogging.
Gross.
Yeah.
But
all of a sudden, I was like, oh my goodness, I could hear a pin drop in Africa. I'm like, wow. And you don't know what you don't know, and you can't hear what you can't hear. So I just invite you into the LifeLab. We have free memberships. We just want to help you on your journey. And so have a great Friday. Keep the peace. Be of good behavior. And we will see you hopefully sometime this weekend or on Monday.